Well, NBA star Dennis Rodman says he plans to go to Russia to bring WNBA star Brittney Griner home. Just last night, Rodman telling the press that he has permission to go to Russia to help Griner and is pushing to take the trip next week. It is not clear who actually gave Rodman permission to make the trip, but a senior administration official for President Biden says his trip to Russia could do more harm than good. And here to talk about this matter is Jamil Jaffer, a national security expert. He is the founder and executive director of the National Security Institute. Jamil, great to see you as always.
Thanks for having me, Natasha.
You know, Dennis Rodman says that he has permission to go. What do you think American officials and the Biden administration is thinking as all of this is unfolding in the background?
Well, you know, Dennis Rodman doesn't need American government permission to go to Russia. He just needs a visa from Russia, which apparently he's now gotten. That's the permission I think he's talking about. As you mentioned, the Biden administration has indicated they believe his presence would not be helpful. And that's likely because what it'll do is it'll demonstrate to Russia that it's got public attention. Rodman going will generate more public attention and will put pressure on the Biden administration to do a deal that's not as good as the deal I think they want to do. They've already offered a very good deal to the Russians, probably better than it needs to be. The Russians haven't accepted yet, so they're trying to up the ante. Getting Dennis Rodman to come only, I think, makes the administration's job that much harder.
I mean, that is the concern. Do you agree with that concern? If you were an advisor in this case, would you say, hey, let the negotiation proceed as planned, do not put more of a spotlight and more pressure on this? It's not going to improve the outcome for us.
Well, if it's advising the Biden White House, certainly it makes their lives a lot harder and makes the deal worse for the United States writ large. For Brittney Griner, on the other hand, the more public attention on her case, the more likely she is to get out sooner. So I'm sure her family and the folks around her are very supportive of that. And me, myself, you know, Natasha, I'm torn because I want Brittney Griner home, but I also don't think the Russians should get as good a deal as they're already getting. And that's the challenge here.
Well, if Rodman goes to Russia, it won't be the first time that he's conducted informal diplomacy with one of America's rivals. You know, now he's calling Vladimir Putin, quote, cool. And he has a strong relationship as well with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. What kind of message is this planned trip sending, and how much political weight does he actually hold?
Well, you know, what Dennis Rodman brings to the table is really public perception and getting people's attention, getting folks on Twitter and in the media to notice and talk about it. And he's been successful with that when it came to Kim Jong-un. He's been successful with that when it comes to Vladimir Putin. That's not necessarily good for the United States' national security interests because it makes our situation a little bit tougher. Now, in the case of President Trump, it appears it did help President Trump get closer to Kim Jong-un. You know, we can all debate how good that was for our national security, but certainly Dennis Rodman has played a, odd role for an outspoken NBA star when it comes to international relations.
Do you expect that this will expedite the return of Brittney Griner and maybe Whelan as well, who is also over there?
Look, I do think that the additional attention on this case will make it more likely that the deal gets done sooner rather than later. The problem is the Russians know it, and they're raking us over the coals, trying to get more out of the deal. They wanted Victor Bout. They got Victor Bout, or at least he's on the table. They now want this other Russian FSB officer who's being held in Germany for murder. He killed a Chechen fighter. We may consider offering a hacker, but I doubt that we're going to get that German individual who's been convicted in Germany. He's got a life sentence. The chance of getting him out are very small. The Russians still want that. That's what they're really aiming for. And they're hoping Dennis Rodman can help amp up the energy around that.
I mean, all of this is happening as Russia is fighting a war in Ukraine. Is there any impact expected there?
Well, you know, I mean, that's, I think, part of what the Russians are the game the Russians are playing here. They arrested Brittney just about a week before they went into Ukraine. They knew it would put pressure on the U.S. to do something there and to lower our involvement in Ukraine. It hasn't been successful in that respect, and that's good on the Biden administration. The question, though, becomes, what do they seek out of this deal? Do they try to put more pressure on the U.S. to do less in Ukraine behind closed doors? That might be part of what's going on here as well.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.